The Grammys are arguably the most prestigious and most highly coveted award for artists and musicians, except maybe for Kanye West, who decided to pee on his Grammy. Since the 1950s, the award show has withstood controversies from hyper-commercialism to sexist and racial bias allegations, the most recent being the Weeknd's mind-boggling Grammy snub. And speaking of snubs, a lot of artists are yet to receive their own Grammy despite being music legends in their own right. Today, we're counting down the 10 music icons who have never won a Grammy. What's up, Factnatics? This is Discovery Amuse, serving up your daily dose of the most outrageous, outlandish, and out-of-this-world fun facts. You won't believe our number one pick has never been crowned a winner by the Recording Academy, which begs the question, are the Grammys still even relevant?
I'm back. Oh, God. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Number 10, Katy Perry. Over 18 million albums sold, more than 30 hit singles, 6 record-breaking studio records, and 0 Grammys to show for them. But hey, it's not the end of the world for Katy Perry, not by a long shot.
It's not the end of the not the end of the world.
Katy Perry topped the US pop charts with her hit songs like I Kissed a Girl, Teenage Dream, and Firework. She's the only woman who has ever matched Michael Jackson with the most #1 hit singles on one album. Her single Roar sold over 6 million copies in the US alone and sat on #1 in Billboard's Top 100 for 2 consecutive weeks. She's even become an American Idol judge because she's practically a living pop legend. But the Recording Academy doesn't seem to agree.
Shut the front door.
With a total of 13 nominations over the last 10 years, most of them in the pop vocal album and pop solo performance categories, she's yet to snatch that coveted award from the usual winners, Adele, Lady Gaga, and Queen Bee herself. Let's hope, by the grace of God, Katy finally wins her long overdue Grammy soon. Keep watching for our #1 pick because the Academy hasn't been generous to that rap megastar either. Number 9, Bjrk. Her iconic swan dress during the 2001 Oscars might be the first thing that comes to mind when people talk of Bjrk. But make no mistake, this Icelandic artist is more talented than some of the biggest names in music. She's a singer, songwriter, actor, record producer, and also a DJ. Granted, Bjrk's eclectic avant-garde style isn't everyone's cup of tea, but if her 4 decades-long career, her 9 critically acclaimed albums, and the countless Bjrk impersonations are anything to go by, this musical firecracker has cemented herself as a pop culture phenomenon. In fact, Bjrk was included in Time's list of 100 most influential people in the world in 2015 and made it to Rolling Stone's 100 greatest singers and songwriters list. Heck, she even won a Best Actress award at the 2000 Cannes Film Festival for Dancer in the Dark. But the Recording Academy, despite rewarding her achievements with 15 nominations thus far, isn't too keen on crowning the Icelandic songstress just yet. Her latest snub was in the Best Alternative Music Album category of the 61st Grammys, which Bjrk took home.
Wow, that is very, very thought-provoking. Bjrk, everyone!
Number 8, Queen. Yes, I'm talking about the Queen, the Freddie Mercury-fronted rock band who gave us the modern classics like Radio Gaga, We Are the Champions, and arguably the best song written, Bohemian Rhapsody.
Nothing really matters to me.
Yes, the band who sold 300 million records globally, brought us 15 #1 albums, and was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2001. That Queen never won a single Grammy. The forever, I know! Granted, in 2018, the Recording Academy gave them a Lifetime Achievement Award, but that doesn't count for both critics and fans. And it felt like a consolation after half a century of snubbing the iconic band. But in the end, who cares, right? Especially when you've influenced basically every single artist making music today.
You're a legend, Fred. You're bloody right I am.
Number 7, ABBA. For a pop act who's inspired a hit musical and 2 subsequent movies starring no less than Meryl Streep, you'd think 70s Swedish sensation ABBA has earned at least 1 Grammy for one of their countless best-selling singles like Dancing Queen, Waterloo, and Mamma Mia. Here we go again.
Mamma mia, here I go again. My, how can I resist ya?
Meryl, we have the exact same question. How could the Recording Academy resist giving ABBA a gosh darn award? Heck, they've never even given the group a single nomination at all.
What is wrong with you?
This despite ABBA selling over 400 million records worldwide and being the first group from a non-English speaking country to be successful in the US and UK charts. I hope there's no truth to the Academy being all about
Monday, Monday, Monday.
Number 6, Bob Marley. Or Bob Marley waited in vain for the Academy's love after all.
I don't wanna wait in vain for your love.
The king of reggae is another music legend who surprisingly has never won a golden gramophone, and quite disappointingly has not had a single nomination either. Bob Marley became the face of Jamaican music and culture worldwide throughout his career. He also ranks as one of the best-selling music artists of all time.
You say my music. No, I say reggae music. The whole music put together.
After his death in 1981, his greatest hits album entitled Legend was released and became the best-selling reggae album of all time. Following that, he was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and Rolling Stone included him on its list of the 100 greatest artists of all time. Number 5, Diana Ross. In 1970, the music industry was rocked when Diana Ross decided to part ways with her best-selling girl group, The Supremes, and make a name for herself as a solo artist. But it seemed like a wise decision for Ms. Ross as she went on to carve out a highly successful solo career, not just in music, but also in TV and film. She was even hailed Female Entertainer of the Century by Billboard in 1976 and holds the Guinness record for having the most hits of any female artist both as a member of the Supremes and as a solo performer. But apparently, there did seem to be a mountain high enough to keep Diana Ross from winning her own Grammy, despite being nominated 12 times. The Academy did make up for it, though, in 2012 when they bestowed upon her the Lifetime Achievement Award.
No, nothing really upsets me. I just appreciate still having the longevity that I have had in my career.
Now that's the attitude of a true queen right there. Number 4, Spice Girls. One of the biggest acts of all time to come out of the UK, the Spice Girls made female empowerment cool back in the 90s with their infectious girl power while spicing up our lives with a string of pop hits that have become karaoke staples. Who hasn't sung Wannabe once in their lives?
If you wanna be my lover, you gotta get with my friends.
They became such a cultural phenomenon that they are credited for ushering in the second British invasion in the US, the first invasion being led by, of course, the Beatles. They also opened the doors for more British girl groups who hoped to emulate the Spice Girls' success. Even Hollywood actors like Blake Lively and Emma Stone can't get enough of Baby, Scary, Ginger, Posh, and Sporty Spice.
I know, like my only life goal I remember as a kid was to marry Ricky Martin and meet all 5 Spice Girls.
I was obsessed with the Spice Girls, and they taught me about girl power.
Sadly, Grammy voters never hopped on the Spice World bus and never gave the group a golden gramophone. Here's to hoping none of them gets invited to the much-awaited Spice Girls reunion. Number 3, Sia. Beyonce, Rihanna, and Christina Aguilera are just some of the big names Sia has written songs for, even before she made it big in the US as a singer-songwriter. Despite making music since 2000, the Australian singer only broke through as a solo artist in 2014 when her single Chandelier became a top 10 hit, and her 6th studio album, 1000 Forms of Fear, debuted at number 1. Since then, Sia has come out with one chart-topping hit after another and has become one of the most recognizable voices in the industry, despite hiding her face behind the most outrageous wigs. However, the Elastic Heart singer, who's been nominated for a Grammy 9 times thus far, is yet to take one home. She was even nominated 4 times in 2015 alone and didn't win a single one.
Are you crazy? Are you out of your mind?
But if it's any consolation, at least we finally got to see her face on Good Morning America. And she's got a lot to celebrate after successfully adopting a child recently.
It's taken a year and we've had our ups and downs, but we've never been in a better place than today, in fact.
Number 2, Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg is clearly in the running for the artist with the most Grammy nods and 0 wins. Mostly nominated in the Best Rap Song and Best Rap Performances category, and losing to equally great artists like Kanye West and Dr. Dre throughout the years, Snoop has made his sentiments quite clear, not just about the Grammys, but award shows in general.
Who gives a the Grammys, the Oscars, all that old slavery bull award show.
Can't really blame him for that, especially after releasing 18 successful studio albums to date and being in the business for almost 30 years. He's even become a legit movie star and a constant TV personality. And who doesn't stand Snoop and Martha Stewart as BFFs?
What are you filling yours with? I'm kicking it with Snoop Dogg's Chief Beef Tacos with ketchup, lettuce, cheese, and a little bit of Jesus sauce sprinkled on it.
Before we go to our number 1 pick, do us a solid and make sure to smash the subscribe button and hit the notification bell. Don't forget to choose all so you won't miss out on any of our latest life-changing, boredom-busting content. And of course, be sure to turn on notifications in your app settings. Number 1, Nicki Minaj. It's almost criminal that the reigning queen of rap has been snubbed by the Academy time and time again, when other younger female rappers who followed in her footsteps, such as Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion, already have their Grammys sitting on a bookshelf somewhere around their house.
You've had more hits on the top 100 than any other female rapper.
No.
What's the fact?
Wait, that's true, but I'm also like number 4 of all women in the world.
From 2010 to 2015, Nicki has been nominated for a Grammy 10 times, but despite being the highest-ranked female rapper on Billboard's list of the top artists of the 2010s and breaking the record for most Hot 100 entries by any female artist, Nicki is yet to add Grammy winner to her already impressive resume. But who knows? Maybe next year's the year of the Anaconda.
None unless you got butt.
Very suggestive.
So, which of these artists do you think got seriously robbed of their elusive Grammy? Let us know in the comments section below. Take home any of our exclusive gear by browsing our merch shelf or clicking the link in the video description. And while you're at it, take our quiz to find out how you can earn extra cash online doing what you do best. Awesome, right? Now, let's test your Hollywood knowledge as we round up the 10 celebrities you didn't know were Filipino. See if your favorites are there. Till then, stay iconic, Facnatics, and see you in the next video.